Welcome to your daily focus for November the 15th, 2022. Beautiful, beautiful energy today for getting out there and socializing, getting out there and going on a date, working things out with your partner, with a spouse, with somebody you love. Absolutely beautiful energy for that. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I'm sorry if my mic seemed low yesterday. I wasn't feeling that well, and I really didn't have the breath to uh, throw my voice out there without breaking down and coughing. So I was trying to hold back from that, and I might have whispered when I wanted to actually tell you something. So I do apologize. I did the best I could yesterday. I really wasn't feeling all that wonderful. Anyways, 15 energy. The 15 energy, that's about our habits and our behaviors. That's about understanding what things we do in our life are actually going against us, working against us. And we know this. We want great health and we're out there and we're walking every day, but we're carrying a pack of cigarettes with us, or we're going to the bar and we're not just having one or two, but gosh, it seems like so much fun. We're up there dancing, and before you know it, we've had way too many drinks. So everything in moderation could be part of this today, but and maybe when we get to the astrology, we'll go a little bit more. But really, the 15 energy is about our habits and our behaviors. And what habits and what behaviors do we want to release, want to let go, want to shut the door on? Or what habits or behaviors do we want to bring into existence into our world? 1 plus 5 is a 6, so it could be about our health, our well being, absolutely. Also, relationships, or maybe just our routines, changing things up within our routines, seeing new sights or new faces. If we look at the numerology of the day, it is a 23 energy. The 23 energy really brings us into some beautiful energy. We can make commitments on a day like today, and they're strong, including marriage proposals, things like that. So long as you've researched it, you know what you're saying yes to, you know what you're saying no to. It is a beautiful day. 23 really means that there is a beautiful energy surrounding us that will just push us into the safe ports. That we don't have to worry as much, because we know so long as we follow our instinct, our gut, our intuition, our sage wisdom, and utilize those things as one, that we will definitely end up in a safe place. So it takes away a little bit of the fear, perhaps, a little bit of the anxiety, especially if we are trying something different, trying something new. Because that's always scary, the unknown. Sun in Scorpio, Moon is in Leo. We have Venus, I believe, trining Jupiter today, and that brings this beautiful relationship energy to us. It could also be money, okay? Venus is love, but Venus is also riches. So it definitely could be money, or a gift comes your way, or a beautiful opportunity opens up for you. The expansion of, where do you want the expansion of in your relationship? Because Venus is there today, saying we can socialize, meet somebody, grow our inner circle. We can go out on a date and just have a marvelous time. We can sit down with somebody who is very close to us and have that heart to heart that we should have had a long time ago, perhaps. And being able to work things out and growing that relationship deeper because of that conversation. And it really doesn't even have to be a conversation of words. It could just be the fact that the two of you sit close enough together. Your vibrations become one. You're united again in some way, in some form. The sun is also talking to Mars today, and that kind of energy that we're going to see today between those two planets is kind of like The 15 energy. We know it's not good for us, and yet we find ourselves doing it. We know that maybe, we could eat a piece of cake and that won't be a big deal, but we end up eating the whole thing. And nobody was looking and nobody even knew about the cake, so it's my little secret. I'm not telling anybody. It's those kinds of things. We know that if we go to the casino, we're going to end up gambling, so we should just stay out of that casino. And yet there we are, because we told ourselves, well, $10, $10, that's all I'm going to do. And $150 later. So sometimes we have the willpower, sometimes we don't. This energy is kind of iffy, so don't put yourself in the position where you could fall back a little bit. You could do something against what you've been trying so hard not to do. So just be aware of that. Okay, let's see what our cards have to say for us today. Our shadow card, look, it's back for our shadow card. Our perceptions are changing. We're seeing things differently. Where we thought we couldn't, we know we can. Or we get at least a little bit of an idea that we can. We get that spark. We get that what if. And that what if is a what if going upwards. What if? What if I decided to start that business? What if I actually made some sales? What if I became popular with it? What if I could franchise my business? What if I've got 15 franchises underneath me now? What if, and just play it. What if I met somebody really nice and they turned into a good friend? What if that good friend turned into a lover? What if that lover turned into my spouse going forward for the rest of our paths together? What if? What if I decided to start working out today? What if I stuck to it? And in 6 months, I'm buff. What if there's a contest and I enter it? What if I get my picture on a magazine cover because I got like first place across the country or worldwide or whatever it might be? What if? What if I took that course and I could step into that profession? What if I decided to help down at the clinic or the community center or the hospital or the hospice? Or what if I found I enjoyed that? What if that enriched my life in ways that I can't even begin to describe? What if? We think we're stuck. We think we can't go anywhere forward. We think that there's a glass ceiling that's holding us in. When we realize our hands aren't tied here, it's just a blindfold. We rip off that blindfold and we see that we weren't blocked at all. So we get this epiphany, we get this aha moment. Somebody explains something to us and it just opens up a whole new world for us. So yesterday we had the perceptions changing. It's still going to be happening today, obviously, by our shadow card. Or maybe we ponder over what happened to us yesterday, and that's when the lightning strikes. That's when the light bulb goes off. And we have that aha moment. That knowing, that clarity. The Ten of Pentacles, this is our yes card. My goodness. The yes card, when the yes card comes out, especially in the very first placement in any reading, it means that whatever you want, whatever you desire, so long as you show up continually for it, it is yours. The answer is yes. Now, there's 10 pentacles there, and sometimes you have to focus in order to see them. It takes loving yourself. It takes loving other people. It might take partnering up with somebody, or at least having somebody there for support. Obviously, with the High Priestess here, it takes a little bit of magic. So we need to show up. We need to walk the steps. We need to walk through the doors in order to find it. But it's waiting for us. It's there. That's the yes card. That says what you've been asking for is a yes, but you've got to do the work one step at a time. And it's not actually the way that you're probably even thinking it out. There'll be more steps included in there, and you'll go, that has nothing to do with me. I'm going to ignore that. And that's the step you should have taken. And in some way, it was going to benefit you, but you moved it to a back burner. You tried to hide from it. So know that you are protected today, the 23 energy, to move towards safe ports. So this is a little bit more of a time when we can take a small little risk, stick our toe in the water, see what it's like, see if we would enjoy the adventure, see if it gives us something, brings something of value to us. The Five of Wands. The Five of Wands means you have to show your best. You have to show your best. You have to show what you're bringing to the table. You can't hide it under a bucket. You can't hide it because somebody might be upset that you do that, or you do that so well. Or maybe somebody else in the group thinks that they're the best at it, and so you've never stepped up and showed them what you're made of, because you're so much more than they would ever be. But you don't want to squash them in some way. It's time to just shine. Let the chips fall where they might, but shine. Bring out your talents, bring out your abilities, bring out your unique you to the party. And now it's not overshadowing, it's allowing everybody else to do exactly the same. And it could even be a little bit of a competition today. So if you're going for a job interview, or maybe you're brainstorming, but you know that the person who comes up with the great idea, the boss is going to notice more. So there's a little bit more pressure there on everybody. So it's not only being our best, but also allowing everybody else to be their best and bring their gifts to the table. And understanding what gifts we really want to utilize, what talents, what abilities we want to bring to that table. And it's okay if you're really good and you've just been hiding it. Or it's okay if you're really bad, but you've always wanted to work that and learn it in some way. Because we all start at the same place, right? Nobody was born and started walking, okay? It just didn't happen. There's a whole period of time. First, we had to figure out how to keep our head up. Then we had to figure out how to roll over. Now we're on all fours. Okay, let's start the crawl. Nobody starts life standing up. So when you start a new path, you know that, yeah, you're going to have to learn how to roll over. You're going to have to learn how to crawl. You're going to have to learn how to balance yourself on 2 feet. And then you're going to start taking some steps. And before you know it, you're running. So give yourself time and patience to work that abilities. And it might be through other people that you actually gain the most knowledge on how to do things properly. So 2 ears, 1 mouth. Once again, I'm saying that. Our last card is the World card. The World card says there is a whole new world awaiting you. But there are some things that you need to take care of. Tying up loose ends. So we are in the lunar eclipse energy. So it is a good time to allow yourself healing. Allow yourself regeneration. Allow yourself rejuvenation. Allow yourself closure. I got this one pair of earrings. I love this girl. Can't remember her name offhand, but I have her card upstairs, and I'm not wearing her jewelry today. But the one earring was a lock, and the other one was a key. And I said, so what's the symbolism for you when you made these? What was it? And so they explained to me their life journey, and they started making bracelets, affirmation bracelets. And it just grew from there. So she says, the past, I put a padlock on it, and it is no more. And this is the key to my future, my path that awaits. And so I of course, I bought the earrings. I'll be wearing them soon. Oh my goodness, I bought this off Raven. Oh my goodness, look at this. Is that just not to die for? Anyways, let's get to a mantra card. So, and I love hearing when I go to these craft shows and stuff, I love hearing their stories. I love talking with the vendor. I love listening to how they came. And so this was their favorite piece that they had made. And I looked at all of them laid out there, and I went, this is the one I want. And so they were tickled pink because, of course, it was their favorite too. Okay, our mantra card is, the Peacock is back. Raise your standards. You saw me shuffle. Raise your standards. Stop. Don't say, Well, I wouldn't mind a house in the country, but just a nice little house and maybe a nice backyard instead. No, go for the house in the country. Well, the promotion's coming up, but life is a little busy right now. Maybe I should bypass it because you're comfortable where you are. I understand it. But this is not the time to rest on your laurels. This is not the time to say no to that promotion. Say no to that opportunity. Because when you stay in the same place, you become stagnated. And this is not a time to be stagnated. This is a time to go with the flow, to move forward. Even though we are in a lunar eclipse energy, we are moving forward by allowing ourselves to take away the roadblocks that have been stopping us, dead in our tracks sometimes. In fact, sometimes it even pushes us back a little bit. So raise your standards. The peacock is possibly one of the most beautiful creatures of the world's animal kingdom. It is also believed to be the most virtuous and embodies admired characteristics of integrity and loyalty. Like the peacock, you need to embody the qualities important for friendship and family unity. Be encouraging, selfless. Enrich the lives of everyone you meet. The peacock is also very protective of its young and will provide for and protect them under any circumstance. This card can also be seen as an indicator to better yourself, to raise your standards, to be more like the peacock. The mantra is I love and care for everyone I know. I love and care for everyone I know. And it all starts with you, loving and caring for yourself. And I think today we're going to see that, especially with Mars and the Sun together and the 15 energy in there. I think we will see where we will want to overindulge in one way or another. We'll want to go back. If you just had a very stressful day and you've managed to quit smoking, today's the day when you're like, oh, just one and I'll be fine. Or you haven't had a drink in 2 years, but I'll just have one and I'm fine. That never ever works, especially on this kind of energy day. So just be cautious of your choices today because we don't want to go backwards. We want to go forward. We want to go towards our best life ever. Oh, we're getting a weird shuffle here. Oh my gosh, there's a card and it insisted on coming out, and it is the polar bear. The mystic has arisen here. Okay. The polar bear, the mystic. See if we can get that so I can just read it from the screen. There we go. Know that the challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest. Dream. Renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. And what did we have yesterday but no other than the raven and the shaman? I kid you not. My goodness, if you didn't show up, the polar bear is here. I had that so perfect. And I could read it. And now, nothing, huh? So, know that challenges make you stronger. And really, we have been in the challenges for, especially just prior to the full moon, the lunar eclipse, and then the week following was just, for most people, a very stressful time. Some of you very chaotic, some of you very sad, some of you very frustrating. So know that the challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. 23 energy today. 23 energy is moving us into safe ports. Okay? I never even broke it down, did I? 2 plus 3 is 5. The 5 energy today. Plus we have the moon in Leo, which is a 5 energy as well. So it's all about laughter. It's all about giggles. It's all about our independence. It's all about our creativity. It's about bringing joy in our life. It's a very busy time as well. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. We talked about that as well. If you feel like, it's a time to recuperate. It's a time to recharge our batteries. It's a time to close some doors, put some completion on stuff, heal from something. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. You carry the shaman within. And remember, we saw, well, it could be the shaman, it could be the high priestess, but in the very first card saying yes. So maybe you have to give yourself permission. Maybe that's all that's hanging you up. And believe it or not, it's a very real thing that you allow yourself to go forward in the way you want. You're not waiting on somebody's permission. You're not waiting for somebody's nod of approval, because you already hold that answer within, and it's a definite and resounding yes. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.